Hello. I had a huge thunderstorm last night, and power went out. Project unfortunately went back to its last save setting. So I'm going to show you how to deposit money and fast forward in time, um, based on you can see here I have a Excel sheet of what I'm tracking as far as the risk reward returns and the balance. So it reset me to right here because you can see my balance 56.76.37. All right. So we're gonna go find the difference here, and kind of try to do it in stages to match what happened. But what you go here is go to orders, change balance here, amount to deposit, and it was this one here. Okay, so we're gonna fast forward in time, which was day 5 morning session, right? Which I think was this one, and then fast forward in time to the night session. And I have it here. I'm going to speed it up so the bar forward goes even faster. There we go. And in the night session we had this much. We went straight to day 6. Alright, so there it is. And then I'm going to go ahead and go change balance again. And this time it's this one. Okay. And I'm doing it to try to mimic the different time lapse here. Because if you deposit all at once, it jumps. So now we just fast forward to the night session here. I'm gonna go faster. There we go. We should be on that. Next one in the morning. So this one's the morning here. And the last one. It's the night session. Alright, so that puts us back to where we should have been at the there it is, 6606.15. Alright, fast forward to the morning session here, day 8. Alright, there it started. Analyze the pattern here. Basically, you got a huge image forming. So you got a 0, 1, 2, probably likely to drop to at least this pivot right here. And because this is just the first retest of that, is 1, 0, 1, probably likely to bounce some. So because we're so close, what's the price cycle though? Let's do that. Right in here-ish. It's equal 1, 2, 3, 1.5, 1.5. This looks about right, so let's use that as our price and time cycle box. So right now we're right at it, right? The end of it. But you can see if we mark it from the top of these wicks here, it should touch. Let's measure our price cycles here. It's 31, 15-ish, 13, 7, 9. So based on the smaller ones, I think we'll stay at 0.06 because we're in a 6K account. But we do need to be aware of these big ones. Basically cut sooner or hedge sooner. So, because let's say this goes against us, if we're selling, for example, we're selling, it goes 1, 2, 3. See, it's going back to the top here. So plan of action, probably I would start cutting right in here and then flip the buys for that bigger run. Alright, with that, let's start trading. So here I'm going to add some 2 TPs, and then you kind of like pull up, pullbacks. This one I'm adding to the momentum here. Looks like it's working. These wicks at the top is good pressure for sellings. Some of these 2 TPs, I'm going to move down some. See right here. Just kind of why I wanted to add more. So right there. This might be the end of it right here. Continues. Cool. Look at that, we're exiting. Getting some good profit there. And this might be the reversal. There's this wick at the bottom and you can see it turn up. So we're at the bottom of pivot now, but it's the first time. And it is turning up. but probably likely to come back down to retest, so we'll add some 2 TPs. Just because it's hit this one right here, it hit this resistance zone. So likely to come back down a little bit, and then if it does want to go up, like it pop up like this. So I'm just gonna cut my sells here. I lost on those, and I'll add some buys, some zeros. There it is. It reached the price cycle consolidation. Oh, so that's what I was referring to, that test. This looks more like an exhaustion candle. I know I'm buying, even though this is strong sell. This was a doji, but now it's a strong sell continuation, so we might have to cut our buys as well. What I'm playing here is that this is only the first retest, which usually doesn't follow through with a break. So there it is. Looks like it's failing the break. So I'm gonna add some more. There it is. So this is a great sign because it just negated. So since we're at the bottom, and this could basically, it could be the failed M. I've just seen prices go all the way up to basically be in the range, like see up, down, up, down, up. If this was 2 or maybe 3, then I would think it's gonna break down. And this is now going up pretty good. So since we're at the bottom, we're looking at this now. Stacked on top. But there's a pullback. So I'm going to add on buys. It could bounce here to go down. So it hasn't turned, but if it goes and reaches here, it might bounce, but if it passes it, then that's when we're pretty much in a turn. That because this is the 50% of this move right here. Since this is going up still, I'm gonna add into my buys, some heavy TPs. Whoops. Target, oh, that's good. Got lucky there. The target was slightly above and it wicked to touch. So here I'm gonna hold off just because this is the doji area right here, and it could, you could see a turn down next. Now this is a good sign though. On the 15-minute, this is turned up as a doji, which sometimes it also is when it starts reversing. So since this is so strong, I'm gonna, yep. They're starting to reverse them. But based on the price cycle boxes, I really thought it would come and touch this pivot right here. This one didn't close inside. Alright, because it didn't touch this and it's bouncing up like that, I'm going to add to the buys. This was the action point right here. Oh, and it is coming down. So let's just take it. It's just a small window of opportunity that I see, is that it's fighting for that, to touch the price actions, or action points, I mean. Like this. Or so like that. Well, it never touched, so we'll win somewhere, but unfortunately our buys and sells are not on the right side. If it's buys here and sell here, great, but we're kind of in the middle. Oh, there it is. It comes a touch. I really thought this right here, because it's touching here, will continue up, but all right, I'm gonna get out of my cells here. Looks like it's bouncing. I'm gonna bounce and put on some buys here. Now on the 5 minute, we are at a risk of a reversal pattern, but based on this candle, see that could be the reversal pattern right there. Still a doji. So there it is. It now touches. So here it was missing that point, and now it finally touched the point. And then on the 15 minute though, this is still up. It's not a strong up. Whoops. Okay, that's good. It kept the boxes. Let's duplicate this. This might be the last of it right here. See from this to here. It's just this is now the stronger action point because it's the body and not the wick, and it is turning up, but it's a strong sell on both 15 and 5, so we might have to just cut our buys here at a soft loss, because if it is going to retouch this, it could continue and break. Ooh, a rejection there. So bull's really pushing here, so I'm going to add to it. Add some zeros since it's closer to the bottom. So we're in about 55 times 0.06. About 3 lots. 3.3 lots. So here we're net profit right there. And with these wicks, I don't like it, but it should continue up like that. This could be the turn down though. And then we're checking a small loss there, or break even. Because I added too many trades at the top here. I really thought it was going to go like that to hit this. Well, this is good. It's just, it did close below like this, but then immediately negate it, and it's hovering at 50%. And now it's negated. So got some 2 TPs off, so that's good. Whoa, wow, what a pop. This one I expected to probably come back down, so what isn't enough to like this. I was thinking to sell it, but it's okay. Alright, so based on this move, we're going up for the top there, so I'm going to add a little bit. I'm not going to add a lot because that's going to add to the risk. I'm just adding a few trades to get to 30, like that. And now we greatly risk mitigated because all of these trades are now profitable, big runners, and then we can secure it. This might be the end of it though, because it touched the pivot. So that's why I'm securing here. Sometimes I do see it run to the next one like this to match 100%. But we are at the not quite yet at the end of the price cycle box. This might be the end of it. Or or we might just continue like that, stacked on top. If it doesn't close below this, then it's not turning down. Secure more profits there, and that's a good sign right there. So I'm going to tighten my stop loss here. Looks like it's going up. And I've been wrong before, like pops up kind of thing, and then fake out, and then boom. So I'm not gonna add any trades here, like exactly like that. So this might be the end of it. There it is. We'll see if this is the end of it. Pops down below this body. And it turns back up. Yep. So this is a strong right here, continuation pattern. So this time around I'm going to add to it because the TPs are right at the top there before the break, which is a great target. Might be losing buys at the top here, but it's a small risk to reward. So there it is. It looks like it's turning down now. Reversal pattern now in the 5 minute. When I was adding here, I didn't look like a reversal pattern, so again, risky move. It was just more of small risk, because then let's say I X out right here of everything, I just reduce my profits. And oh well. I really thought it would come down and then up. It is faking me out. If you draw the bottom here, it never broke, but I was drawing it based on the top here, which sometimes I get this tunnel vision by watching the M1 here, but this was not a good sign, so we wait. Let's just wait. Could reverse right here or could continue up. Based on this action, it's going up, so I'm just gonna buy. This is a good, it's from its stair step pattern right here, which is a good sign. Alright, I have to pause recording and take a call there. Alright, so this is not good right here. Okay, better now for the bulls. I'm just trying to play that continuation to this top pivot, so because this is a big run right here, some 15 points, but there's that reversal. Now on the 15-minute, this is still up. So let's just add some 0 TP buys, because it has not crossed the 50% of this box, which usually means this. And price cycle boxes don't quite align, so I'm going to redraw them. Here's one, 2-ish. It looks a little bit better actually, because it's consolidation here within this box. And then 3. All right, so we're good now. This was just a doji, like a pullback, and then this is a strong buy. So a lot better pattern here on the 5-minute. I was taking a risk, trying to pay for some of this profit and recapture it. So I'm buying at the top, which my coach would ding me for, but calculated risk. Oh, I was trying to add TPs, and this could be the end of it, because right here, small resistance zone, but more likely to come all the way to the top when it's that close. All right, so add some buys here. And this is where we have to evaluate, because now we're in that range. Okay, so bottom, top, 0, 1, 2. It could continue up because it's up 0, 1, 2. This is the 0. Well, if you count this one, it didn't touch it though, so I'm gonna get out of my buys right there. Just because it looked like it wanted to reverse. It was right at the pivot. That's why. So there it is. It touched the pivot. Now what? I don't think it's going to pop up. If it does, we can sell for first retest. And this is kind of overextended right here, 100%. So basically it'll come like pop up, pop down, and it might go up like this, doing a high, or it could drop all the way and just well, let's evaluate how much we've gained so far. So 6, 9, 8, 4, 3. It's 5.7%, 5.72. So in reality, I'm just gonna quit here. Made my profit, keep it. Because 5% in one session is really good. So I don't want to risk that. So you could continue to pop right there. we could make 20 bucks. I would not be buying here at the top, so I would just be selling 2 TPs like this, and you can see it's starting to come down, so lightly enter. Looks like it wants to pop some more. But because it's doing that, I'm going to add to it for the break. And I only added it because we were so close to 7,000, and this is a good high probability area. It could pop up some right here, and then we'll just add to the cells and gotta fix the bottom cells. It has to pop enough, so like this was it. It comes up, we sell off, and then these bottom layers we give back to the market. That's losses, but this top layer should pay for them. All right, there it is. And now we reach more than 7,000 there. 714.03, and then we're done. So 6.17, which is really good. But that's knowing market structure, because normally a lot of traders are tempted to sell right here, but you can see this is the end of a major cycle. See, here's one cycle, and look at that. It's the end of it. And this is again just the first retest of this very bottom pivot, which is a great bounce point for a reversal and turn. Okay, and now this one, let's say this was the price cycle 1.5, 1, 2. There's the bounce up. It's going to continue up. Came back to the break, and now it's bouncing up. Probably going to continue, or could be the double top. At this point, to me, it's risky. Based on this pattern right here, I say it's going to go up, but we're right at the resistance. So in my opinion, I think it's safer to play sells, just because this is very overextended. It's past huge price cycle here, right at resistance, right here. Overall, it's a trend down. So as far as evidence, is more for the selling side right now, right in here. Just I've already made my profits, I'm done. But if you're still trading, I would think you can see that channel right there. And if you draw this, these trends typically have channels like that. So like that. So there it is. It's turning down, and this right here is a reversal sign because it's engulfing all that, and especially if it can pass 50% right here. Oops. If you can pass this 50%, close below it, then we're going down. But right now it's struggling to pass up, so then it has to pass this 50% of the down, which right here, it hasn't closed yet. So I'm not gonna, in the 5 minute, could be turning. See, I didn't do it because it could not pass below, close below this. It popped up again, and this is now just a continuation pattern. But now we're deep into this zone, and it's a good thing because and if I was selling, I would be going some drawdown and trying to fix my trades here. I just didn't think it would pop so much like that. Because let's fib this though. Typically when it's 100% retracement, it typically goes the next one, 127. If it doesn't break if it breaks the 100%, that is, if it breaks the 100%, I typically hit the next fib level, which is 127 here, and then it looks like it's shooting for 162. in 162 right is deep into now the resistance zone, but now we're at this trend line. See, 162 is right at that trend line. So when prices have gone so far like this, overextended, there's going to be some pullbacks. It's easy 2 TPs actually. So right here, because it seems to want to turn down, I see the equal wicks on here and here. So likely place just to get some 2 TPs right there. And there it is. I didn't add fast enough because this one seems to want to break up a little bit, so I'll just exit here, small. But basically 2.5. And let's look at it. 7 days, 27, 94. It's pretty good, 2.55% per hour, and we got 6.38% overall. Okay. With that, good luck with the trading.